Scientists have discovered that cats are not just pets. They have a greater impact on the human brain, immune system, and mental health than we used to think. Why you should get a cat. During difficult times in life, whether it's the loss of a loved one or a breakup, cats can provide real emotional support for their owners. They help soften the blow of loss and can reduce not only emotional pain, but also physical pain. As unusual as it may sound, simply talking to a cat really does bring relief. Cats do not judge, condemn, or argue. In return, you receive calmness, warmth, and the quiet touch of a soft forehead against your palm. Researchers from U.S. universities have concluded that cat owners, on average, demonstrate a higher level of intelligence than dog owners. This is probably due to the fact that cats are more often chosen by quieter and more introverted people who prefer the comfort of home or a book to noisy company. A 10-year study conducted at the University of Minnesota showed that a reduction in stress levels in cat owners reduces the risk of heart attack by about 40%. For a long time, it was believed that dogs were man's best friend. However, this statement is not always true, especially when it comes to women. Swiss scientists have found that the feeling of happiness and closeness that a cat brings to the home is largely comparable to the feelings of a romantic relationship. And experts from San Francisco have found that people who choose cats differ in personality type from those who prefer dogs. Cat owners tend to be more open and emotionally sensitive. Studies of children who live with cats have shown that about 85% of them prefer to talk about their experiences with their cat, rather than with their parents or friends. Nearly 9 out of 10 children consider their cat to be their closest friend. Children who have cats at home miss an average of 9 fewer days of school per year than children without pets. This is because living with a cat contributes to a stronger immune system and a more stable psyche. And it's not just about the pet's funny habits. Canadian scientists believe that cats can reduce levels of the chemical compound 3-glycerides, which is associated with high cholesterol. However, having a cat at home should not be an excuse for a sedentary lifestyle and a constant craving for fast food. Nevertheless, sincere affection for a pet played an important role in the scientists' conclusions that cats can help with depression, both mild and severe. Understanding that someone, even a small furry friend, loves you and needs you, gives you the strength to cope with this condition. A study conducted at a university showed that children with autism who have a cat find it much easier to learn to speak and smile more often than those who do not have such companionship. The calm, gentle, and unobtrusive nature of cats is better suited to such children than the overly active and impulsive behavior of dogs. Even grooming a cat's fur helps increase oxytocin levels in the human body. Oxytocin, in turn, triggers the production of endorphins, hormones responsible for feelings of joy and inner comfort. Cats purr in a special frequency range, which from a medical point of view is considered beneficial for the body. Purring helps to relax, reduce tension, alleviate shortness of breath, accelerate the recovery of bones and soft tissues, and also helps to lower blood pressure. At Museria University, it was proven that the presence of a cat in the home significantly reduces stress levels in humans. 240 married couples participated in the experiment, in which they were deliberately given tasks that had no solution. After that, their stress levels were measured using special tests. The results showed that couples living with a cat had significantly lower stress levels. Research has also found that about 90% of single women find men with cats more attractive than those without pets. The conclusions are obvious. Children who grow up with cats from an early age may develop immunity to casmi. Scientists have discovered that some of these children produce special antibodies that can prevent the development of certain diseases. At the same time, researchers have found an explanation for why cat owners are less likely to suffer from strokes. If cats help lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels and reduce the effects of stress, it becomes clear why the risk of stroke is lower in such people. Children who grow up with cats have a better understanding of the emotions and thoughts of those around them. Developing empathy and caring for others helps them build healthy relationships with both peers and adults. In one experiment at the University of Miami, students were asked to write down memories of painful breakups or rejections by partners. Then the participants were asked to write about their favorite animal and their best friend. The results showed that thoughts about a pet are just as effective at reducing tension and helping to get rid of unpleasant experiences as memories of a loved one. A cat in the home of people suffering from Alzheimer's disease helps reduce anxiety and restlessness. Cats are particularly suitable as pets for such patients because they require less care than dogs. Cats can be loyal companions to humans. In fact, they have a very subtle, sensitive, and gentle soul. A cat is not just a pet in the house. It is a healing silence, a supportive presence, and a small living creature that can make our lives calmer and healthier. Get a cat, and you will notice that your well-being improves. A cat can truly be a friend to humans.